Hey, there we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be where you are. Welcome back to the live stream. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is February 24th, 2019, and we're going to write a little bit of code today. Thanks so much. Wow, I'm looking at the event list there. A good friend from some other channels, Cinnabar, with a little bit of cheering. I better make sure I have a cup set up. Okay. Good morning, Svava. Oh, not just everybody that joins us here is a pair programmer. Not whether you're writing code or not, we're learning something about technology together. So I refer to everybody as a pair programmer. Whether I'm mentoring or I'm learning from you, together we're accomplishing some great stuff. Good morning, Vinaya and Ancient Coders here. Thanks for the host, Fairy Wings. Let's see, Stelzy, hello, Lannon. So I got to admit, well, I've got a new hat. First off, let's start with that. Check it out. Captain Marvel is hitting big this week. Next week, the big movie comes out the 8th. I'll be at Connectaha that day, flying home, and then Saturday or Sunday I'll end up seeing the movie. I'm a huge fan of this character. And it reminds me. I wanted to read, every now and again, I'll read from a comic book. And particularly, there is an entry, here we go, that I'll pick up and read here in just a second. But I'm a huge fan of the character. I've been reading Captain Marvel and Carol Danvers for years and years now, 5-6 years. Really enjoyed it. And I'm a big fan of Marvel. And I think that's something that's come across and that I enjoy sharing with you. Hey, Brave Cobra. But before we start the music, I wanted to read a little bit that was in this month's Marvel comic books. I'm a huge fan of Stan Lee, and I think he has some inspirational things that he shared with us that I think are overlooked because they're from almost 50 years ago, some of his writing, but they make so much sense for us today. Hey, Potato Quality, good to see you. And in this month's Marvel Comics, there's an entry from Stan's Soapbox, originally dated July 1967, and I want to just take a second and read that. This is from Stan Lee, the longtime editor-in-chief at Marvel, and the creator of so many characters that we know and love in that Marvel space. Stan writes, "This is as good a place as any to thank you once more for being the most wonderful fans any publishing company ever had. If Marvel is on top of the heap, it's your support that puts us there. If Marvel gives you the type of magazines that you want, it's your letters. Hang on. It's your letters that have told us how. And if Marvel occasionally comes up with a clinker, go hang your head, hero. Whatever we are, you've made us. We've had a lot of laughs together and a lot of excitement, and the best is still ahead. So face front, frantic one. Marvel's on the march, and we're not taking a step without you. On behalf of the entire Batty bullpen to true believers everywhere, we'll never let you down because you're the ever-loving greatest." And that's words from Stan Lee. And I find those so touching and so important because just like Stan's saying there about his readers, his fans of his comic books, of his magazines, and his characters, that's the way I feel about our channel, about our time streaming together. We've set direction. We've gone in places. We've built things. We've learned together based on not any kind of corporate goal that I have, but based on things that we've decided together that have been interesting things to pursue. And this isn't about me talking on camera. This is about learning as a community, growing, doing things that make us feel good and allow us to reach out and learn more, push the boundaries a little bit. And I hope that comes across in what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to share with you. So there you go. I just wanted to make sure I shared that. That really touched me while I was reading my comic books last night. Okay. Let's get some music playing in the background here. Enough wishy-washy sentiment here. Let me fire up my music player here. I'm going to play in the background, not on the Stream Deck, because we're going to write a little bit more code today on the Stream Deck. This is Purple. Here it comes. It's a little bit slow starting up. Hey, Janescu. And there's Fairy Wings. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, this is music to code by. This is music that's been scientifically engineered and designed to get you in the groove, to get you in the flow, so that whatever task you may be working on just kind of fades away and you're able to focus on that task, whether it's writing code, doing homework, or even chores around the house, like I was doing the dishes this morning. Check it out, Music to Code By. It's mtcb.pwop.com, or you can download the first 3 songs free at musictoflowby.com. Thank you, Carl, for letting us listen to your music while we write some code together. So, in addition, I mentioned about doing some things together, some things to grow and kind of push the boundaries. Some of our friends that are in the chat room right now, including Ancient Coder and Brave Cobra, we were talking yesterday on the Discord server, and you can find the Discord down below here on Twitch. We were talking about designing and setting up a bigger project. Something that's going to take a long time, something that we can have a hackathon and build a minimum viable product, and something that can involve a lot of streamers, something we can do for a charity, something that's large. We've got a couple of ideas, and we're going to keep talking about it, but I encourage you, join us on the Discord. We've added a channel on the server. Let me make sure I get the name of the server right, the channel right, called Charity Project. And I'm going to move that up, actually. Yeah. Come on, move. There it goes. If you're interested in helping out, if that's something that you have strong feelings about, and we're not going to be constrained to one programming language or technology, check it out in the chat room. We're going to start building things out there. I can go either way on what it is and what we name it. But the idea is to have a bigger project that we grow as a community. So, all right. Last thing before we get started, I'm going to come out. I'm going to admit, I'm going to say it right now. I'm a little salty this morning. I didn't sleep well. Friday I told you during our stream that I was getting a CPAP machine to help me sleep, to help with breathing at night. I wore it for the first time Friday night, and dear Lord, I woke up 4 or 5 times in the middle of the night, and just trying to get used to the feeling of a mask on my face. And last night, as I was going to sleep, it woke me up about a half hour in. This is hard. It woke me up about a half hour in, and the pressure had kicked up so high that I couldn't exhale. And I literally ripped the mask off my face because a device that's supposed to help me breathe wouldn't let me breathe. I couldn't breathe out. I thought I had done something wrong. It's configured to automatically detect how much I'm inhaling and exhaling. And I double-checked all my settings, put it back on, went back to sleep, and I woke up not 10, 20 minutes later, and it was putting more pressure on my face. I tried exhaling to try and, like, forcibly blowing through it to try and get it to let me breathe and feel how much pressure there was there, and it started blowing harder on my face. Waking up being smothered by a machine isn't a good feeling, and quite frightening. I'm taking this thing back and figuring out what else I can do, but I did not have a very restful night after going through that. So I'm a little irritated, I'm a little annoyed, and it was a rough experience. So that's not how it's supposed to work. I agree. So We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. If you've been watching for a while, you know this is something I've been struggling with for a long time. And Friday, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm finally going to be able to sleep. And quite frankly, last night there was a point where I was afraid for my life. So, all right, enough about that. But now you know why I'm going to be as salty as I am today. Let's get into this. Let's get into writing some code. Let's put this junk behind us. There we are. We are at 5475 on the Rainbow Beard Challenge for build. If we get to 7,000 before build, I will dye the beard rainbow for Microsoft Build Conference. Vishva, am I sick? I've been diagnosed with a mild case of sleep apnea. Did I anger the doctor? No. And it does sound like it's malfunctioning, yes. The experience that I had has, at least right now, has me in the mindset of I don't want to wake up feeling like that again. Yeah, a little bit of margarita to go with the salt. So I don't get it. I don't want to get it. And I'm frustrated enough that I'm going to live without it for a while until a medical professional or somebody says, "Oh, this doesn't work right." So, all right. Yeah, thank you, Lee. So, moving on. All right. Let's go over here. Let's look at this code. We've been working on a little bit of a project here that's going to automate unit testing. It's going to help us unit test. It's going to help us monitor our projects using a Stream Deck. The Stream Deck is the device that I use here to run the stream. It's got a bunch of cool buttons on it, and it just crashed. It's funny. I've got folks all over Twitter and Facebook saying, "Oh, don't give up on it." I was being smothered. When this whole thing started, I was drowning in my own phlegm. And that was a more pleasant experience. So, hey, Electric Havoc, good to see you. Eco Jr., bit salty too. How would you deal with bad code developers that are stubborn and arrogant? I've got an idea. Here's what I would do.
You're about to get a serious beatdown.
Let him have it. Go after him. No. Patience. Each encoder is right. Explain things politely. Explain things. Show the benefits. Show what works, what doesn't work. Show the error of their ways. And try to convince them politely why you're not happy with them. Did I go for a sleep study where they adjust it? No. I did have an initial sleep study, but they have not. The machine was literally set to auto, and it's supposed to detect how much I'm breathing and set appropriately. And it was literally going over the edge, and pushing harder and harder against my face. And waking up at 12:30 is the scariest damn thing when somebody's trying to push on your face like that. So I'm giving up on it. I am not going to try this again. It is it literally scared the crap out of me. And I don't swear on this stream. And that's as far as I'm going to go. So, all right. And I'm open to learning and trying new things. I'm very open to learning and trying new things. But literally, I woke up terrified, and literally had my life flash before my eyes. In bed. Someplace that's supposed to be safe haven for us. No. Sorry. That's not how this works. I'll figure something else out. Yeah. Hey, Rambling Geek. So. And I do understand why. This number over here is our sentiment in the chat room. And I do understand why it's down, and I appreciate why it's down, and I'm not upset that it's down. We're going to fix this. We're going to get through this. So. All right. You know what? I didn't check this. Is this set up right? Is it? Yes, it is. Good. You didn't see that down there. What didn't you see down where? What do you got, Electric Havoc? Help me out. It's totally cool. Oh, yeah. So this is the sentiment of the chat room. So on a scale from 0 to 100, with 100 being extremely positive, and 0 being downright angry, nasty, and mean. Yes, I did integrate it. It is amazing. Sentiment bot built right into the stream. Yep. Oh, great. Thank you, Brave Cobra. I'm glad you started the conversation out there. All right. I want to get into this project. So, what this does, here we go. This is our sample plugin. This is our canonical example that it's a counter. It just sits here, and when you press the button, it counts up. And it does funny things at a couple different multiples, including making me appear. But this button down here is our unit test project, and when I click on it, it allows me to select the file that we want to unit test. And right now, this is configured to use .NET watch test. That's what it's actually executing. And when we look at, here you go, this is the process that it kicks up, that it starts. Hey, congratulations, Lannon, on starting your new site. Love that the stream starts up as a, hey, good morning, let's catch up with each other, and let's get to work. Yes, writing code is a bit of it's more than a hobby or a profession for me. It's a solace. It's someplace that I can go and I can get into, and I relax and I have a good time making stuff happen. It makes me happy. It brings me joy, and listen to me. It sparks joy. I sound like Marie Kondo. And I look at stuff like this and I think we can make it better. So, I absolutely want to keep doing these types of things. Get away from the annoying things, get away from the things that are bothering me, and it makes me happy. And I hope you saw that on Friday. We had a guest join us in the chat room, somebody that I wasn't expecting. And I mean, a friend, somebody that I have utmost respect for, dropped in, and just seeing him say hello turned me from being so salty and annoyed at our Python install issue. It literally made my day. It did. So, programming makes me feel like a wizard 10% of the time, granted, but that 10% is fantastic. It does. Yeah. I agree, Lannon. Let's do the thing. So, this is what the button does. Right now, it's calling .NET Watch Test. And as a minimum viable, as a minimum viable for the Stream Deck to get this unit test thing working, I think this is okay. But in the future, what I'd like to have it do is have this be configurable so that maybe I run JUnit tests. Maybe I run an NPM script that watches JavaScript tests. Maybe, right, I run whatever other frameworks test tools and report the results on my button there. And I think as we figure that out and we can extend and build this tool out, it's going to be that much more useful to folks. I don't want to be coupled to any one technology. I want folks to be able to use this no matter what they're doing. It just so happens to be .NET Core that's starting this up. The endorphins when all the stuff somehow works every time. Yes. When you're writing code and it just works, oh my. It feels really good. It feels really good. I wonder if one day they'll have an API for this to make an actual reporter for test frameworks. There's a bunch of different reporters that are available, and there is a way to hook a report up to the .NET test. Let me start this so you can see. Let's move this over here. So if I go down into, this is called Fritz Stream Deck dashboard. There it is. And if I go down into my source folder, I thought I had a test project here. Is it up one? Where'd it go? There it is. Right, if I run .NET test here, there's a way to pass in some information to tell it how to format. Right, so .NET test, settings, you can list the discovered tests instead of running them, filter, adapter path, the path to the custom adapters, logger, there we go. So you can tell it how to format the test results. So maybe there's an option in the future where we log them out in JSON format, and we're able to read those and put that somewhere so that maybe when you click the button, it opens a web page or something and it's nicely formatted. I know there's stuff like that for JSON. I'm sure there's something like that for JavaScript, but there's, Robert Tables. This type of thing, a logger, would be beneficial, and it feels like that could be a setting that we put in here. You know, maybe we have the logger and we attach it to your tests so that we can format it and generate a nice report somewhere. But that's not where I'm going right now. I want to get, we started working on this select file option here, where I can click this and I can tell it, here's exactly what I want you to run. Here's the project to execute. And for some reason, it's not filling in here. But when I hold down the test button to kick off the tests, it starts running. And it reports my tests properly. So, you've never seen anyone who would use PowerShell on Windows. Zed, is that Zed Spook or Zeddy Spook? There's a lot to be said for PowerShell. It's extremely flexible, lots of power to it, and lets you work with Windows in a way that feels more like a programming language. You get more access to things than you would really expect. Yeah, there are a lot of folks that use it daily. So I would encourage you to take another look at it. And I don't want to jump on Zed here, but I would encourage you to take a little bit further look at it. We had a member of the PowerShell team join us about 2 weeks ago, Tyler, and take a look. We had a great experience with him working with PowerShell, and there's lots of things that are happening there as they evolve it. PowerShell Core, I'm not sure the exact status. Wow, that's Gary. Oh my gosh, Gary Park. Thank you so much for the sub, and for every sub, every cheer that we have on channel, I make a donation to Black Girls Code this quarter. Thank you so much. And you're going to get 10 different emotes now. Thanks so much. Don't know when I was using Windows, just never used it, never seen anyone use it. On Linux, it's almost essential to use it. Oh, terrific. Okay. I'm glad you're finding success with the technology on Linux. That's great to hear. Thank you. When you start getting into automating pieces of your dev process, PowerShell helps lots. Yes. Agreed. Command line interface definitely for folks does help. So that's why I think what I'm doing here for this unit test makes a lot of sense. It's just a little command line thing that'll work on Windows or Mac, no matter which platform you're running the Stream Deck on, because those are the two platforms it runs on. And getting this output is nice. It'll be valuable to have it here. But I need to fix why this select file box doesn't report the actual project name here. That feels weird. Could I create a permalink to the channel on Discord? It should be a permalink down below in the Twitch. To the you're talking about to the new channel. Let's see here. Invites. Right, we want an invite. I want to edit that. I want this to be permanent. There we go. That link will get you into the Fritz and Friends server, and it'll also put you right into the charity project stream channel. 4 tacos. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Now, okay, hang on. I put a tip cup on this stream. Cinnabar was threatening me last night that I needed a tip cup. I put that on this stream. Did it just not... I'm going to refresh here and see if we can get that to appear. Nope. Where'd the cup go? There was a Stream Elements tip cup here. Please stand by. I was told to place this, or I would regret it. Yeah, we've never had the tip cup, but I was told you gotta place it. Overlays. Yeah, hey, Frank. This is... which one is this? 5 Charlie is what this starts with. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, so it's this one. Go to the overlay editor, and there's a thing down here. No, it's not here. All right, I had saved it. Was it on the previous one? Chat disappeared. Yeah, it did because I reloaded, and it's going to disappear here again in a second. Did I put it on this one? I did. All right. Then I need to go back. Ah, darn it. Hang on. That link goes to the general one. Oh, that's funny. I put a link for it. Whatever. I still have a hard time understanding all the features inside of Discord. Where'd it go? My overlays. All right. Full screen coding. That's this one. Not the full face. This one. All right. So in Stream Elements, I'm going to go widgets. I want the cup. And I had this set up so that it was here. And I had chosen, I wanted this. And it's way too freaking big, but I can't change the size of it. I had taken it down to like 66%. That's better. Save. There you go, Cinnabar, if you're out there. Let me know. I think that's weird and it takes up a lot of space. I don't know. I'm not a fan. What do you think? Open stream customization. Absolutely. What did you think? Yeah, Gritty was streaking yesterday at the outdoor game. And that was a little crazy. Uh-oh. All right, hang on. We're going to come back to what Carrie has for us there in just a second. Where'd that come from? I want to move this over. So it's as close to the bottom corner there as possible. I don't want it infringing on our fun. There we go. All right. Anyways, put the cup behind my webcam source so the bits rain on me. That's a fun idea, animated Slinky. Nightshade dude, can you shrink it so it's the same height as the ad rotation? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad idea at all. Last customization, I promise, and then we'll get back into the code. And I've stopped with Streamlabs altogether. No, that's not it. Overlays. This one. Full screen coding. This one. I'm waiting to see if Cinnabar pops in because he kept threatening me last night. What's the glass for? So all the cheers get dropped in there. So this, and then not the bounce. Customize. Yeah, there it is. Customize the cup. That's not weird. Thank you for the follow, Zed. I appreciate that. And then I need to move it down. Too much down. Over a little. Too much over. I think we got it. All right. There we go. Hey, Gary. 42 bits. Thank you so much for that. You would need to act appropriately when they drop on my head. Would be tricky with the timing. Yes, it would. Make the cup a G Fuel cup. I wish. But no. I don't think that can be done. Alrighty. So the unit testing, it does work, and it's right now coupled to .NET only, and Carrie's pointing out there's something funny happening with the settings, where it's not saving and retrieving it properly. So she's pointed out a couple things here. When you select this project name here, if you navigate off somewhere else and then come back, it doesn't remember the state, nor does it remember the project name that was selected. If I click choose file again, while this is opening in the same folder, that value isn't saved. So if I put a breakpoint here, because we do have the debugger attached, and I try and kick off the tests, the project file name, oh no, look at that, it did remember it. The plot thickens. I didn't expect that. Because that's being stored in an instance. Interesting. Mike Jolly, thank you so much for that kind cheer. And I will... Uh-oh. I see a bits race happening. I'm going to stop this because I need to debug and go through here a little bit. But I will record that right here. That was 327. Thank you very much for that kind cheer. And we'll make a donation to Black Girls Code. The Michael Jolly. Now, Auth0 Bobby's out there, and we've been just misconnecting here on our stream that we need to do together. There you go. Uh-oh. Yeah. Bits for bytes, image for the cup. That would be cool, too. Maybe place an image appropriately over it that says that. Yeah, like Nightshade Dude is suggesting. Yeah. We only have to write it into the value field on will appear. Let me come back to that. Stelzy, I think you're on the right track there. Electric Havoc.
What does this button do?
Thanks so much for that. And I'm going to record a little bit of graffiti here for you. Electric Havoc. Let me make sure I put the caps correctly there. Thank you very much for that kind cheer. And we'll record that it happened today. Chat is not showing. Chat is not showing. Oh, are you kidding me? Let's do this. Please tell me that the cup retains the bits in it. No. All right, now they're appearing. Ugh. I have had a busy couple weeks. We'll make it happen. You did a Paracast last week with Adrian. Oh, cool. My voice is so calming. Thank you, Zed. Sit back and relax. We're going to write some code together. Hey, thanks for the bits, Fava. Yeah, all right. There we go. All right. So when folks cheer more than 100, I drop them into the into our code as what I call cheer graffiti. All right, so this is going to run .NET Watch test, but I want to go back and check on the key up when it's saving that state. It's not on the key up. My bad. Property inspector message received. It's in here. It's getting this payload value for the project file, and it sets it on the project file name. It's remembering the project name that was set, but it's not keeping it in the user interface, which feels weird. Let me go back over to this. So where it says no file here, I think I need to replace, like I think I need to actually set the text for that label appropriately from this input box. I could totally see that becoming a regular thing. You know, Auth Zero Bobby, there's there's a lot to be said. There's a number of folks out there that are saying it's better to stream in groups, so that, or at least a pair, so that you have folks that you can rely on, you can talk to and bounce things off of if you don't have a lot of folks watching. And then as you grow, there's a lot you can do then together. Stacking turtles with baby. Carrie, thanks so much for that kind cheer. Oh my gosh. Two can play at
that game at Payette.
Thank you very much, both of you, for those kind cheers. I'm going to put that in my HTML right here. Yeah, it's not going to complete for me in the HTML. I'll put them over here. And I'm working here, so I'll put... No, that was from another day. Oh my gosh. And I'll just bump this. Thank you very much for those cheers. All right, so I need to... I feel like I need to not just send value to plug in here, but now I need to do more, which means I want to put this into a little bit more script. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need that anymore. Let's add some script down here for this. That's appropriate for this page. Type equals text JavaScript. Yeah, right? That's going to expose this. Yeah. New Twitch extension, add bit and some sub comments automatically. Actually, Nightshade, I'm...
First time using bits in Twitch, but let's see if this works. Smile, keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Gary. Nope, that's not going to work there for me. Reyes089, thanks so much for the follow. I'll put that here where I'm working just outside. We'll record that. Thank you very much. And for all these bits, I'm going to make donations to Black Girls Code. Thank you I very much appreciate your enthusiasm. Cheer 100 to distract Fritz just a bit more. Yeah, Frackberg, it's happening. A little bit. I don't actually do those scripts anymore if it isn't necessary on ASP.NET apps. I can believe it. I can believe it. All right, so let's start off here. This is going to be the file selector click.
Is what I was trying to do. Thank
you so much, Frackberg. There we go. Thank you very, very much for that. I really appreciate it. Equals function. There we go. And I need to take in the name of the project, the file that was selected. So let's call this file selected. I know it's going to the test project file, so I don't need those other things. Jack W91, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Did I notice that you have a cheer shortcut? Yes, I do. Yep. There's an external JavaScript file. There is over here, but I want to leave this kind of pure with just the things that are necessary to connect up the socket. Things that are specific to my HTML, I want to write appropriately. So it looks like I need a snippet, though, for JavaScript because it's specific to C#, my cheer snippet. Can you get the current date for the snippet for the bits so you don't have to enter the date, or is that not possible? Yeah, it won't let you script that. We tried looking at that at one point, but it wouldn't let you write that in. So where am I going here? Oh my gosh, Frackberg, thank you so much for that kind subscription. I'll make a donation to Black Girls Code, and you're going to get 10 different emotes you can use here. And we'll give you a little purple mug to go next to your name so that you can show off that you're a subscriber here on channel. Thank you so much. A question for the chatters. Oh! Favorite G Fuel flavor. Yeah, the and then Frackberg is great, but then when you need to put a no in front of it so you can do no and then, don't forget there is a you can do no and then. It's a thing.
And then?
Lots of and thens. Hey, Pac-Man Jr., good to see you. Black-owned blackberry is your current favorite. I got hooked on the sour cherry a long time ago. I'm a big fan of the phaseberry as well. So, full disclosure, I am not sponsored by G Fuel. I am just a very happy customer.
Happy birthday to my mum.
Happy birthday to your mother as well, Carrie. Thanks so much for that cheer. And, oh my gosh. I need to go back. Where'd it go? Over here. Thank you very, very much for that. Channel is sponsored by KBD Fans and Coors Light. Whoa! Pac-Man Jr. Oh my... Whoa! $10 tier 1 subs for folks in the channel. We're going to make donations to Black Girls Code for every single one of those, but congratulations, Crypticoder, Franklin89, Spoon Daddy OBC, Wheelchair Sean, C17, DJ Vortex, Embarraster, is that right? J Danny, LKO, Steph, and Pseudo Kid. Congratulations, you've all got tier 1 subs. Thank you so much, Pac-Man Jr.
Don't bring your mother into this Payette.
Thank you, Michael Jolly, for that kind cheer as well. I'm gonna have to bounce back and forth here. There's a lot going on. Thank you very much. Wow, that is great. Yeah, look at all those emotes from Svava. Absolutely, it's party time. Yes, it is. Thank you very, very much. I'm flattered that you share those subscriptions with folks in our community so they can get the emotes and we can extend our support for Black Girls Code. Thank you very much. Only sponsors you can get for your channel are bourbon and salty tears. Yes, I can understand that. VIP style cars. Welcome. President Not Sure showing off the rainbow bearded Clippy. That's right. Rainbow bearded Clippy. Let that one stew for a minute. I'm making I'm making sticker mule stickers with rainbow bearded Clippy. That's going to be a thing. That's going to be a thing. Different architecture for snippets. Yes. All right, I got to go back over here. I got to write some code here. Let's get this thing to do more than what it really needs to do here. I want to attach eventually to ELG file picker. Right, I should be able to say, I can't, can I reference that? No, I can't. Document get element by ID, ELG file picker, and then attach, no. I thought it was attach event. Add event listener, right? What the? Clippy business card. No, I did not. What do you have about that, Pac-Man? Add event listener. Okay, now it works. I tell you. File selector click. Right? That's what I need to do. And, I need to tell it the event. And the event is we made it on change. There we go. So now inside of here, I'm going to grab this, just drag it down. We'll do it somewhere down here. Get rid of all this. Okay. So I'm going to call send value to plugin. But I should grab that project name here first. Right, the file name. So let's make that. All right, so I'm going to send that value to the plugin. I need a hook to this label here. So let's call this file label because I'm terrible at naming things. Document. That's not the document. That's still not the document. Okay, so now I have that. This should be a lowercase. Thank you for the follow, Todd Tyler. I appreciate you joining us. What do we have here? Pac-Man Jr. Let's take a look. Oh, from Chloe. I did see this from her. So this is Chloe Condon. She's in developer relations for Azure at Microsoft. And yeah, she's got a business card here with Clippy on the front. It looks like you're trying to keep in touch. I think that's funny. That's good. That's really good. I really I appreciate the Clippy humor. All right, so I should be able to say, right, text content for a label. Isn't that what it is? Equals name. And that should wire it up, right? Moo makes nice cards. Yeah, it does look like a Card Against Humanity card. I had a bunch of cards made up for my stream for, what's it called? For TwitchCon. And they look like this. Works on my machine. They're reflective. And on the back, it's got a QR code along with my name. There you go. Chris Jones, thank you for the resub. 8 months. That is phenomenal. Thank you so much. And VIP Style Cars, thank you for the follow. That's awesome. Thank you so much. But I'm looking at a better card for this year. I will be at TwitchCon. I definitely want to set up and plan for a live coders meetup at TwitchCon. And now that I have partner status, should be a little bit more interesting, a little bit easier for me to plan and do things around the event. Yes, the target process, blah blah blah. I'll give you a target process. So now when I click down into here, there's my doodad so that the debugger is attached. Doodad, that's a technical word. When I click on this now, there's my select file. Choose this. C dev fritz.streamdeck dashboard test. There it is. No. Didn't do it. The settings should be coming in from the context, but I haven't seen it work until the beta. But it could also mean you missed something. Yeah. You'll never get the hang of Twitch, says Potato Quality. No. Come on now. Keep using emotes wrong. Once you right, hit that little smiley button in the corner of the chat, and you'll be able to get them to pop up. And then you just start remembering what they are. So there's always a cap in front of it too. Right, so all of my emotes start with C#, and then it's whatever, and I tried to make them kind of descriptive as to what they are. Right, so it's no, it's and then, it's gritty, do the thing, the squirrel, right, super, the bot, the sloth. Oh yeah, we have a C# sloth. So, can you use Robertables as well? If you're a subscriber to Robertables, you can. So, yeah, look at that. Pikachu. Boom, look at that. So why isn't this loading properly? I have a feeling I need to break open Chrome here and attach the Chrome debugger. I don't see it. I don't usually use Google Chrome. That's right, Robert Tables. I've learned from my PH16 friends that the proper way to pronounce Robert Tables is Robertables. It's like some of the older Jewish folk, when they saw how SpiderMan was put together, they called him Spiderman. Not Spider-Man, Spiderman. It's one syllable. I can appreciate that. That's funny. Shoot. I forget the port. What's the port that it listens on here? Missed the addition of that one. Yeah, so the Octocat with the rainbow beard. I'm just going to click and use the emotes GUI. There you go. Spider C#? Nah. I'm building the collection. I think I have 3 more spots to make emotes. You like the rainbow bearded Clippy? Yeah. Shoot, I can't remember. Carrie, what's the location to go to for? There's a debugger that's opened by the Stream Deck. It's so if I go dev Elgato
Robertables convertibles.
Thank you very much, Carrie, for that kind cheers. She's got you there, Robert. That was good. Because we've seen him say that in a couple other streams. I'm gonna bump up that number from Carrie here real quick. Oh my gosh.
Computer, keyboard, computer, personal computer, personal computer.
Look who found us.
Computer, keyboard, computer, computer, keyboard, computer, personal computer, personal computer, computer, computer mouse, keyboard, personal computer, 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 computer mouse, computer, keyboard, computer mouse, computer, show love 10.
Shame.
Computer, keyboard,
Shame.
computer, personal
Shame.
computer, personal computer, computer,
Shame.
computer,
Shame.
keyboard, computer,
Shame.
computer, keyboard, computer, personal
Shame.
computer, personal computer,
Shame.
computer, computer,
Shame.
mouse, keyboard, personal computer,
Shame.
computer, computer,
Shame.
computer mouse, computer,
Shame.
keyboard, computer mouse, computer, show love 10.
Oh no.
Computer, keyboard, computer, personal computer.
So last night while we were in chat, and Cinnabar said, "Where's the glass? Everybody needs to have a tip cup on their stream." And the other folks in chat, including Fairy Wings, were saying, "You need to have Fritz. You don't have one. You need to have the tip cup on your stream." Okay, sure. I'll put a tip cup on stream. What I should have done immediately was,
Wait, Master.
Computer,
It might be dangerous.
oh, it's dangerous. Thank you so much, Cinnabar, for the generosity for those bits. I'm waiting for a total to pop up here at some point. And then I'll record. You know what? Those are individual 10-bit cheers. I'm not giving you cheer graffiti for that. But we will make donations to Black Girls Code on that. Thank you so much, Cinnabar. That is very, very kind. And that cup looks silly now. Thank you very, very much. But I'm happy to support Black Girls Code, thanks to a little bit of trolling there this morning. Welcome, and for those of you who don't know, here I'm gonna throw Cinnabar under the bus here for just a second. Cinnabar's a recovering J# developer. Do with that as you might. Don't make me get the bus emote. But that is, wow, that is extremely kind of you, Cinnabar. That is, oh my gosh. That's a lot of bits. Thank you very, very much. That was like 15 years ago. Yeah, I know. And we're all recovering a little bit from J#. So I'm going to record that. No, I don't need to record it because those were individual 10-bit cheers. But wow, thank you very, very much. So it does take 16 years to recover. Yeah, last night we were all on a voice chat on Discord, and the whole time I'm thinking,
I drink and I know things.
And that was a bad, bad mistake. 3 months, 15 years ago, it haunts you to this day.
Iron Ruby for life.
Thank you, Carrie. Yes, a little bit of Iron Ruby. All right, I was trying to figure out the debugger there for the property inspector. There's actually a way to hook up. Where is it? There's a way to hook up the Chrome debugger. Here it is, way down here. If you go to localhost 23654.
VBA devs unite.
I agree, Michael Jolly. And we'll throw another on there. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go to localhost 23654 in Chrome. I don't know why Chrome. Why not Firefox? But this will actually allow me to connect to a hidden internal web server on the Stream Deck when you activate it. There's a registration key you set in Windows. Quick refresher for those who joined. What is the goal of this project? Not a problem.
Computer, keyboard, PC, computer, PC, computer.
The goal of this project is to troll Fritz. That's what it is. I'm going to record that one from our friend Lannon BR. Absolutely. I know. See what we started here? Oh my gosh. Still available as a non-Prime member and sincerely looking for a Prime upgrade. Hope to subscribe next. Never a problem, Namasri. It's not a requirement to subscribe. It's not a requirement, but I do appreciate everybody cheering, and we will make those donations to Black Girls Code. First web dev job was classic ASP in JavaScript because our lead dev was a Mac hipster in the 90s. Ugh. I am a former VBA developer myself. This is taking a real long time to load, and I'm worried. Is it because I don't have that open? Michael Jolly, that is extremely kind of you. Thank you so much for sharing that gift sub. We'll make a donation to Black Girls Code. And Namasri, now you're gonna get 10 different emotes you can have fun with and play with here in chat and everywhere on Twitch. Make sure you share that and let folks know that we're having a good time over here. See, look at that, connecting and it doesn't actually get anywhere. Connection refused. Is it HTTP or is it HTTPS? Because HTTP isn't going there. And neither is HTTPS. And now I feel bad. Check the proxy in the firewall. Are you kidding? I don't get it. This was working. Let's restart that. See if we can get this to pop open. And then take a look and see what I'm doing wrong with that. Hey, Commander's here. You keep telling me how to pronounce that, and I keep mispronouncing it. That's a standard error. I don't like standard errors. I want customized errors so I know a little bit more about where it actually came from. I do have to set a registry setting. I thought I set the registry setting. For more information about how you can activate debugging, it's over here. Create your own plugin. Rename this. No. On Mac OS, this. On Windows, you need to set a DWORD HTML remote debugging enabled to value 1 in HKey current user. Let's just double check that. Yeah, we'll open regedit. There I am. HKey current user. Software, Elgato Systems GmbH, Stream Deck, and we're looking for HTML remote debugging enabled. HTML remote debugging enabled 1. It's there. So it should do the thing. Do the thing! Why isn't it running? Who suggested that cheer mug? That would be Cinnabar. Error message should only be written to a log file with a timestamp name that the end user can't find. I can agree and disagree with that. I can agree that it shouldn't be right in front of their face. I can disagree because in customer support, I want to be able to tell them, here's where to go to find the log that I need in order to see what's going on and provide a little bit of support. Yeah. Well, that's the HTTPS. Let's get rid of the S. I didn't think it was an HTTPS. No, connecting and it's not getting there. No. Now I feel shame. Now I feel terrible. If I do it in Firefox, it doesn't work either. Okay, so it's not answering. It's not working. Carrie and some of the other folks that were working on plugins, were you able to get this to work? Because it's not opening at all. I know it's not secure. Punk. Right? Let's just make sure I got the right address here. I mean, I've made stupid typing mistakes. No. And it's sure running and doesn't want to load that. No. All right. We're on our own. Scroll down to the debugging in Property Inspector part. Yeah. To make the Property Inspector appear in the above-mentioned list, it needs to be active. Please note, Property Inspector is instantiated every time it is shown, so will only appear in the list of inspectable pages if it is visible. I'm not even getting connected. This isn't answering at all. So I'm kind of toast here. Right? You can't see it behind my head there. Right, it's not connecting even though the device is running and it's visible down there. Even for this one. No. Feels bad, man. Restart the software. Already did that. Open the web developer tools. Yeah. Now what? When it does connect, it shows a list of all the various pages that you can connect to. So I will kill it and restart it one more time. So I've killed the Stream Deck and I just want to double check in the list of things here. Make sure that it's properly dead. So look at all these .NET Core hosts hanging out here. That doesn't make me feel good. Stream Deck dashboard, that should have been closed. right? Stream Deck isn't... It's got 3 of these things running out here. Try it again. Hug ops to C# Fritz. Well, thank you. All right, so that started. If I come over here, click onto this thing, let that continue. So now it's attached. It should be doing a thing here. No. No. Try to start it without attaching the VS debugger. I'm not going to fight it anymore. I've got to move on. It's not worth my time to waste futzing with it. Right, this should at least be running. I should be able to see that attach, which is down here, and I should receive it right there. So let's rerun. Yep. It's going to restart the Stream Deck. And I'll attach here. Let that go through. Over to this. Choose the file. Okay, so my script isn't running. I know why my script isn't running. I know why my script isn't running. Ha 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 ha. It's not actually executing the function. It was just sitting there. Delete everything and start over. No. Actually, it didn't rebuild. Cancel that. Build, rebuild. Since I changed my HTML, I need to force a rebuild. Visual Studio doesn't see that as a change to the code files. So we need to force that rebuild to kick it over and make sure that my content is copied over appropriately into the folder. So now the debugger is attached. Yep, there it is, attached. This, click here. I should really copy this. It didn't execute either. You even have stingers. Wow. I've been looking at buying some video content and really refreshing my look and feel here. It's just taken a little bit of time, and honestly, it's not required. So I can't tell why this isn't running. I can't attach and see what it's not doing. Simbra, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. And we'll make a donation to Black Girls Code. That's not how you spell localhost either. 23654, wasn't that it? Something like that. Right, 23654. I can't believe I got it right. No. All right, so I'm in the dark here in the property inspector. Do the stream refresh 3 months later, like my reports. I'm doing that 100% setup. Could it be a port conflict? And somebody was suggesting I do a netstat. What was the netstat command somebody was suggesting? Electric Havoc, I am not running shutdown. Bnoz was saying run a netstat -a-b. Oh no. Run as administrator. Oh, look at all that crap. 23654. It's there and listening, but it's not responding. It's not answering when I try and connect. Usually do netstat ANL grep report. All right, let's try that one. Let's try that one, what Frackberg is suggesting here. netstat dash ANL grep 23654. No, I don't have grep on this machine. That's voice mod desktop though, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. So that we can have a little bit of fun with it. Why isn't it outputting? It says it's there. Test. Ah, there we go.
Now I can do the thing. Why isn't it finding that port? I can do it. Choco install grep. Let's do that.
All right, there we go. Choco install grep. Yeah, do it. Install the thing. Local firewall blocking it. Nope, it's a local host. Da-da-da. You're freaking kidding me. ANL isn't returning that. Your local host is in another castle. Yeah, ain't that the truth? All right. It's there and it's not responding when we try to connect to it. I mean, what else do you say to that? Let me run it again. So I just closed Stream Deck. And it's closed and waiting. It's not actually freed up. Is the other debugger messing with it? I don't need that. No, something's holding that. No. I don't want to close those. And there's more down here. Come on. No. More .NET Core hosts. I don't see it. Something else is holding it and not giving it back. Yeah. Oh, netstat.o will show the process IDs with each port. Oh, did not know that. Learn something new. All right. So now, what? My Surface Book. My Surface Book is downstairs and turned off. 23654, listening on 3544. I'm going to find you. And when I do, I'm going to kill you. What the heck? I want the process ID. 3544. I'm going to find you. And it's not in the list. Are you kidding me? I must break you. Isn't it just... It's not kill. What is it on Windows to kill? Right, I can't just run kill. Oh, maybe I can. All right. Stop processing. What was the number again? It was 30 something. Now I don't see it. There it is. 3544. No. Oh, now you're telling me it's not there. It's right there. $35.44. It's right there. It's literally... It's Google Spyport. You aren't kidding. I can't kill it. The app is not running. 3544 was on voice mod. 3544 was on voice mod. Really? No. Where do you see... Oh, I didn't put the PID on this. Right, so 23654 is listening on 3544. You're telling me voice mod is using that same thing? No. I mean, I'll kill voice mod. No. Can't get to the port. And if I try to kill it... Right. 3544 is the PID. Is the process ID. And it's not there. I don't get it. Windows, you're betraying me here. I don't. I gotta move on. I've wasted too much time chasing around a bug that isn't my bug. And this isn't working at all right now. This add event listener to the on change of this isn't firing. This should be running on load, on the window load, and I should be getting these things. But I can't get in and look at the console. Can I use inner text instead of text content? Sure. If I shake my desk anymore, my monitor is going to fall off. Oh, don't do that. Rerun netstat? No, I'm moving on. I'm not going to... I can't keep fiddling with that. It's been too much of a distraction. Okay, there's that. Choose the file. Nope. Nope. And it's not even passing through. It's like the event isn't attached. Right? Document get element by ID, the ELG file picker. That's this. Add event listener on change. File selector click. Which is here. And it's not attaching it. It's not. It's like it's running this, and this attach isn't running at all. I'm not going to continue debugging this. It's broken. It doesn't work on this machine. I'm not going to go after it. I've got other things that I want to get done, and it's completely distracted me for the last half hour on this. It's now wasted too much of my time. So why can't... Can I alert in here? At least see if it's getting executed? This feels stupid, but... feels really stupid, but whatever. Stream sentiment was higher before we started coding. Sounds like my everyday. A little bit. Content copy of newer, yeah. So it should be there. Elder Mail. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. All right, so now I'm attached and down in here. Okay. So if I click on this, now I'm down here. If I click on that, running scripts. Okay. So I'm here. It's actually running this. If I change this, it didn't run the on change event, right? It didn't execute this. And actually file selected, we aren't going to have that file selected. We need to go get it ourselves here. Hey, Waz, another fun stream? I think so. Shouldn't there be a semi after the closing brace of the function body? It's not necessary, but okay. Or is the add event listener inside the function context? No. That semicolons in JavaScript aren't required, and there's actually a little bit of a heated argument around that topic. Isn't on change just change? Is that what I'm doing wrong here? Change as event name. That would make a lot of sense if I got that wrong. Okay, so now my C# is attached. If I click in here, the scripts run. Change the file. Now we got it. All right, we got the correct project name, and it's filled in there. It looks like garbage, but it's in there. What if I just chopped it so it was just the project name at the end? First try. Yeah, thanks, Thurnen. Yeah.
A nutless monkey could do your job.
Yo! Hey, Len Grossman, take it easy there. Don't need to be so spicy. My gosh. All right, so now we know what that problem is, and it still looks wacky there. I feel like I want to format the name. Zeno, thank you so much for bringing your Twitch Prime subscription to us. We'll make a donation to Black Girls Code, and yeah, Carrie, and you'll get to use some of our 10 emotes everywhere here on Twitch. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that, and I'm gonna bump up Carrie here. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna close Chrome because Chrome doesn't work. I'm gonna remove these JavaScript alerts because they're annoying now. All right, so we know that. So if I want just the project name, I'm going to grab the last slash, whether it's / or /, something, in this case, right, I'm limiting to CS Proj, but I want to grab the last slash and then everything after it. Just watching my past streams before you saw that I was streaming. Oh, well, thanks for joining it. Thanks for tuning in live, Waz. I appreciate that. I really need to set that project. Jeff is building a unit test action for the Elgato Stream Deck. So what we're able to do, right, this is the Stream Deck. This allows us to put custom buttons on this piece of hardware. And the buttons do all kinds of things like play music, like this guy. Or launch applications, all kinds of things. And you see all the actions down the side here. We're writing one that'll allow us to run unit tests and report the status of those tests right here on our button as a little dashboard. So, there you go. The more you know. All right. So I feel like there's a regular expression waiting to happen here. Pika Wubs, thank you for the follow. There's definitely a regular expression waiting to happen here where I just want to grab the file name off the end. Chat room, is anybody able to go and put together a regular expression for that? I can grab one and do it. I wasn't sure if somebody had that handy. Regular expression tester. Because when in doubt, get a regular expression tester. So I want to test something like, right, C, right, in this case it's Fritz Stream Deck dashboard test.csproj. And I want to grab, I want to grab in from the end the first slash and everything after it. I don't know how to do these in reverse. Regular expression, file name from path. Oh, look at that, Pac-Man Jr. I don't want to do split. I want to grab the last segment. Let me see if Pac-Man Jr.'s got it for us with that one. So this is saying grab space or a word minus. Why the minus? Okay. Match one or more of those. Match as few of those as possible. And then going through to that. So it's grabbing both Fritz and test. Full name replace. All right, so let me try what J. Danilco has here for us. Let's see. So that grabs everything before. So I could do replace and chop that. I think I'm going to go with what Jay Danilco has there for us. Thank you. Yeah. What? No, wood. We got it. So here we'll say, instead of full path, name.replace. And that'll give us appropriately. Yeah. I think that works. Let's see. And then I need to check the Jonathan. All right. Thank you, Jonathan. I can... Oh, it just killed my Stream Deck. I can...
Do it live!
Yeah. All right. So there I am here. There's this. So... Doesn't have a... So this should actually error out. I feel like I should have the error message appear there. The alert. If there is no file selected. cdev fritz stream deck dashboard test. The method or operation is not implemented. What? Well, it didn't format correctly. Let's start there. You didn't jump into a cooldown. You're all right. Yeah, we need a URL decode first. But actually, I think I'm URL. Yeah, I'm URL decoding here. If I move that out, right? And do it instead here when I grab the name. The code is inside JavaScript, not C#. Yep. Why isn't it showing off? There it is. Why am I blanking here? URL decode. No. Where the heck is URL decode? It's not on string, is it? No. I'm forgetting my JavaScript here. Where's URL decode in JavaScript? Is it on No. No. It's not on window. That'll work. So now that's formatted, so this should drop out appropriately. All right, give that a shot. Thank you, X-Force. Yep. And should have copied everything out. I'm over here. Thank you. Click into this, click into that. cdev stream deck. No. Fritz stream deck dashboard test. Okay. So the project file name we got is mangled. That's not going to work. That's going to blow up down here. And that doesn't look good either. Nope. Decode URI didn't work. I would have thought it would work, right? That should be coming back correctly. Man, I feel like such a noob. Decode URI component. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I know. Like I said at the top of the stream, feeling a little salty today. Just a bit. C, dev, Fritz, stream, test. Yeah. That's correct. Slashes are facing the wrong way, but I can live with that. That's correct now. All right. So let's see if it actually does it right. Project file name. Directory name. Is it hitting that properly? The folder? Yeah, it did. Fantastic. So is it going to... There it is running. Good. If I look at this... Sure looks like it ran properly. Fantastic. All right. Sleep issues suck. Yes. What is the difference between decode URI and decode URI component? I agree. What checks for the validity of the URI? And it's going to fail because it was a folder location. Got it. Okay. So that's remembering properly. Next thing that we got to figure out is when I click back into here, I want it to remember the state of this as well as the project that was selected. If I click the button, does it remember the project? Project file name, it does. But I'm worried that it's an instance variable and that it's not saving that properly. For example, if I have 2 of these that I want running, and this one I decide to choose something else to test, right? Let's say down in here, this, that. Yep, okay. I think we've got that properly. I'll uncomment that one. So check it out. Yeah, test is the name of that project. It doesn't remember the name of the project here. And now that is gone as well. If I click this one.
Let's round out that code comment.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Michael Jolly. So many cheers today. Yeah. Oh yeah. So that looks like it's running properly. And if I look at the output window. Right, I'm trying to figure out, is this 2 separate instances or is it one shared instance? So I can see that it's running the tests. And it failed. Now, that should break and I want to get some sort of an error. So there's another bug. There's another task we need to go through. But Michael Jolly, let's record that. That 273. Oh my gosh. Right here. Oh, wow. Thank you very, very much for that kind cheer. Yes, we'll make donations to Black Girls Code. Charity cheer mug needs to be rebuilt, right? Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh, look at it. Woo! Woo! All right. So we've got a couple things that we need to address here. It's not failing properly when the test errors, right? I've got a test here that says, right, error, and then it stopped. In .NET parlance, when that's running, I can certainly trap for that text and handle it. Thank you so much, Gary. Oh my gosh. I'm going to just put that right up here. Thank you very, very much. That is so kind of both of you today. I am not a deviant, I swear. Thank you for the follow. I have a feeling that's one of Cinnabar's alternate accounts. I have a feeling. All right, so I'm running into a little bit of a state issue between the 2 of these. And when I click onto them, it isn't remembering and setting the project name down here properly. So thanks for the earworm. So what I think I need to do is I need to override another one of my events here. Not just on property inspector message received. I have some other events that we can override to set properties on the property inspector, right? Or is that inside the property inspector? Let's go back over here. On open register event UUID property inspector connected. Okay, so I can attach to that and send the event back up. So let me come back over here and let's implement that interface, that event. A process has encountered an unrecoverable error. No, that makes me feel bad. Go away. On property inspector connected. Yes. Okay, so this is that little HTML form has appeared. I'm going to receive arguments from this, including payload. I can get the payload value, but I'm actually going to be setting things back on the property inspector. So how do I send things back to the property inspector? That's on the connection manager. I can send a value to it, right? So I should be able to say manager, send to property inspector async. Yeah. My context. So the context is always what's being passed into us. And now the payload. What am I actually sending to it? So I'm going to send a new object here. And I'm going to say project name equals... Oh, shoot. I need the full file name. So now that should send back over to the HTML. I need to handle that incoming event, which is not send value or send event. Do we have an event carry for receiving here? Property inspector connected, disconnected. I don't think we do. How are you doing that in the sample? Context settings payload was always empty. All right, let's go back to the sample. Stream Deck first. Let's see if we can emulate what's going on over there. Sample plugin, because you were sending back, right? Sample action. Here we go. Open with Notepad, everybody's favorite code editor. So all the different things, manager set title on will appear. Oh, we should just put it on will appear. Not set. We're not setting the title. Later. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, Jonathan. Come on, man. Code on. I'm working on it. Right. I need to send that information back. Right. So. Okay. Let's go back over to here. This property inspector. Elements, supported types. I'm not looking for the elements. I'm looking for sending messages to a plugin. So there's the message that we're sending. JSON's payload can be anything you like. .NET Do. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Look forward to seeing you in the chat room. Some example page inspector lifecycle events. But I'm sending it. After the connection to the property inspector is established, you're able to send messages to your plugin. The Stream Deck software expects a stringified JSON structure. Yeah. WebSocket on message, and then we'll receive this for that action. Oh. I think that works, right? But so on message, and then I need to grab this for the send to plugin and handle it. All right. So WebSocket on open. Yeah, we're not listening for any other messages at this point. So you send that information, and then we need to listen. WebSocket dot on message. Right, and the on message is going to give a WebSocket and then the event. I feel like I want to. You know what? I'm going to just handle this on my own. Yeah, I'm going to handle this on my own over here. WebSocket, right on. Oh no. On message, and then it's, yeah, the event. Well, what does that look like? Yeah, now it's. It's going to be that JSON block. So I want to. So it's going to be in my payload. Okay. ev.payload. And I named it project name. So I want to set that to the file label inner text. Oh, and I actually want to do almost this exact same thing. Let's do that, and then this, and that should work. Is this signal art? Zultra Lord asks. No, it's not. This is straight WebSockets connecting to the Stream Deck device. Oh, thank you for the subs, Ultra Lord. I really appreciate you joining us with a tier 1. We'll make a donation to Black Girls Code, and you're going to get about 20 different emotes that you can use everywhere here on Twitch. Thanks so much for that very kind sub. You have some on message code. Okay. Cool. So there's this. If I click into that, now there was no on message that fired there. So I'm going to click in, see dev. Fritz, Stream Deck dashboard, test, and it's not setting that file name appropriately. Now I feel really bad. Stream Deck dashboard, test. Yeah, that's not working. Something's erroring out over here. Is Chrome going to attach this time? Yeah, I did break it. I'm good at breaking things. Haven't you learned that yet? Connecting. Nope. Still broken. That's telling me that this isn't executing properly at all. Oh. That's why, because my syntax was garbage. Come on, chat room. Help me out here. Microsoft is streaming from Mobile World Congress 2019. I'm going to be direct for a minute. If Microsoft isn't actually announcing a consumer product at Mobile World Congress for the HoloLens, I think it's a distraction. I think it's a terrible decision. I think you're 4 years into this project and you still haven't shipped, and shipping is a feature. All right, so that worked. So if I click over here and then click back, no, didn't grab it. Didn't grab it. Message received. And then we'll add that. See what we can find out about this. I hate it when all my debugger tools don't work. Yeah, we expected something by now. And it's okay to ship something and be like, look, this is version 1. It's Microsoft. Everybody expects version 3 to be the version. That's kind of a thing. But all of the excitement around the original HoloLens is gone. And VR and augmented reality is gone. The opportunity has passed. So there it's no. About that next half-life. Yeah, right. Hopefully they're reviving Windows Phone. Not happening. It's more exciting if the debugger doesn't work. Yeah, right? Pujols Luis. Yeah. Feels bad. Feels real bad. Let me go back over here. On Property Inspector Connected. That's where I'm expecting this to fire. Let's set a breakpoint there. Well, that's not working at all. So it's like it's connected, but it's not actually doing anything. The EMH, Emergency Medical Hologram. Nice. Was watching Iron Man last night when he's designing his suit, working with Jarvis. That seemed like something that mixed reality and augmented reality could do. Yes. However, it's not accessible to folks. So all of the magic, everything that was inspired from all of those tremendous demonstrations is gone from the community. I could be wrong. I don't work in that department. I don't collaborate with those folks. Holy crow. Received message from Stream Deck. I feel like I'm missing something. When we click into it, right, it should connect the socket and we should get that initial payload. Right? And you've got a settings model here with counter 0. I should have a similar settings model, but you're JSON parsing the event data. So if I go back over here, that isn't hitting anything. Like this. But it's not hitting that. This event isn't tripping. Right? I'm expecting let's rebuild here. Hey now, Cinnabar. Oh, it just restarted my Stream Decks. All right. That's attached.
Totes my goats.
That's what I meant to say to Cinnabar. There it is. All right, so if I click into here, so it didn't trigger. Look at that. It didn't trigger on property inspector connected. That didn't get fired. Okay, there's that. Set that properly. It does have the appropriate, and it's running that one, even though I clicked this one. Right? I'm clicking this one on the left here. You see it with the blue outline, and it's not doing it. So this is where I think that context is evading us. The project file name that we're storing here, we shouldn't be storing here. We should be storing it with our context settings so that it's appropriately being passed back and forth. So I think we need to address that. We're going to need to figure that out. So I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed, and I'm a little confused. Keep it calm. I'm trying. I am. Because that local value, right, when I hit that key up and that key down, right, we have a context that's coming with that, right? First off, oh, the debugger's not attached. Darn it. So are we hitting every one of these Stream Deck, which normally nobody gets? Nah. All right, so that's, right, that's attached? No. You're kidding, right? There it is. So when I touch one of these buttons, right, inside my arguments, I get information about the context. Dog1 alpha. This is the name. This is actually the button that I've pressed. So if I let that go, and I pressed the green button here. If I push the left button and I look at the args, it's a different context, 824. So there's two different values here. And if I go up and I look at my project file name, it's got the same value for both because there's one instance of the class, but there's two contexts that it's running in. So I need to be able to manage that context separately for each project file name, right? This context that this is running on, check it out. Look, if I go to args, this is 824A6, but the context that we stored, right? Where's that? Is on will appear is for a different button. So we've got a diffuse here that isn't quite connecting properly. I think we need a dictionary with settings that has, here's the context, and here's the settings, and the processes for that button. Because each one of these is going to have its own test process that's running that we're going to need to go through. Yeah, the context needs to be stored in a dictionary. so that we can follow that along. I think we're getting confused. Our property inspector is getting confused because we have multiple contexts here. Context action dictionary is there. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just take a quick look at that. Not that one. Look at the beta. So our connection for the beta 4.1. This is the next version of the Stream Deck lib. We have a base Stream Deck action, has a manager and action UUID. There's all of our events. The connection manager. Where's the dictionary for this? Connection manager, context actions. String is the context. There will ever be one action per context. Yes, okay. And you're putting this in the base. Yeah, this is going to be... This needs to be merged in. Oof, boy. That's going to be tricky. So we're going to you're introducing a base Stream Deck plugin. Let me make sure I understand this right. That base Stream Deck actions participate in, and the plugin is what hangs off the connection manager with all the actions. Yeah, we need to do a little bit more refactoring here, but this doesn't feel like something that's specific to the 4.1. Dictionary or concurrent dictionary? I can go either way. I see what you're doing. Plugin is the manager of the actions. Do we really need this middle class, or can this be part of the connection manager? Maybe? Just to simplify this, because you're passing the connection manager in, and then you have a dictionary of the actions. Why is there... Okay, so this is the action types. There's the context actions. Register action type, get instance of action, and then you're creating it. I think we can do this. All right. All right, I'm going to park this code for right now. Let's clean up where we are and call it a day. So let's commit what we've got. Fixing the property inspector. We got somewhere with that. I'm happy that we have it formatting the file name properly, but it's still not quite there. And we need to introduce this dictionary of actions so that we can more appropriately handle and manage multiple instances of the same action appropriately. But I think introducing and bringing this type of approach where we have the collection of instantiated actions available and hanging out there. We need to register those actions as they get created with this dictionary. And I think you're right. We may want a concurrent dictionary so that we can manage and interact with it. And as a button is pressed, we're isolated. We're an isolated instance separate from all the other instances of it. Because for some reason, it sure looks like it starts a single instance and manages it as an instance from our connection manager. I can't get into that source code from here. All right. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for joining us, and we're going to set up that raid over to NoOpCat. This source code is available and out there on my GitHub. You can find this under Fritz and Friends Stream Deck Toolkit is where you'll find the connection manager. The work that I'm doing on the dashboard is under Stream Deck Dashboard. You'll find this out there. You're more than welcome to open issues, to create pull requests, or just download and play with it and see if you can figure out how to make something work. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. I've been taking a little bit of time getting some of the videos uploaded and out on YouTube, but this will be available over on YouTube a little bit later tomorrow. I need to hold off. It's one of the requirements as a partner now. Did I download the video? Yes, Mab, we have your video. Thanks so much. The video from our Xamarin workshop we're going to reformat and make it available on YouTube so that everybody can get to it. Thanks so much to Smab for putting that together. Hey, get those emotes ready to head over and say hello to our friend Suze Hinton, the NoOpCat. Sit right back, and you'll see her in just a second. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you on Tuesday evening. Take care.